this all set? This is all set. Okay. All right, everybody, the flow for today is going to take us toward Peacock. So very much a core-based flow and very much into the upper body. So definitely work through the arms, shoulders, the upper back, the chest, the back line of the body in particular as well. So all the muscles that line your spine, get into the glutes. So be ready for that as we go through different variations of the poses today and just work things as best you can. It's definitely more of a strength-based flow. I'll get to Peacock toward the end of class, but I do have one demonstration before we start. So once we get to the main part of the flow, with each sequence, you're going to start from your down dog. Bring one leg up, you'll take it back and forth a few times, and eventually you're going to bring your knee to the opposite elbow and extend that leg to the opposite side. We're taking this to fall in triangle. Now, if you just come right here and decide, well, this is about enough, I just want to twist here and just keep both hands down, go ahead. But if you're going to take the pose, you're going to drop the back heel, reach the arm that's toward that extended leg up toward the ceiling, and you're welcome to just stay here. Just keep your hips lifted, keep your base arm straight, keep it strong. If you want to take it further, I'm going to cue this into movement. Now, for that, you're going to take a half bind. So I'm going to bring my left arm behind my back, palm face me, pull the shoulder back and keep the gaze high. And then we're just going to lower and lift, not too far. You're only going about halfway down, but we'll take it slow. So you'll just sink this down. 3, 2, 1, and I'll count it. Press back up. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to do that about 3 times, and then after the third time, see about lifting that extended leg. And this isn't easy to do, keep in mind. Definitely going to feel that in the inner thighs. And then when we're done, you turn back to center, both hands down. Bring that foot between your hands, come into low lunge, and we'll move through the flow from there. So just have that in mind before we start. So that'll be at the very beginning of the flow. So just feel things out as best you can. And again, as ever, just take things as far as you're ready to go here today. So to get started, go ahead and bring yourself down onto your back. And to set this up, I'm going to recommend you keep your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Lean the knees in towards center, and this is to help release your low back to the mat as much as you can. And then arms out to your sides, palms open toward the ceiling. Let your shoulders sink down. Let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work here to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then when you exhale, just open your eyes. Take it slow to begin with. Your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth. Inhale, reach us out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long again. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale this time, bring your arms forward, but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted. Belly pulled in, low back down. Keep your gaze forward, stretch forward to your fingertips. And let's go back and forth from here. So inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl and reach left. Inhale, roll this out. With the exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right one more time. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl left again. Now inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, just curl back into center. Arms on either sides of your legs. Hold here. Belly pulled in, low back down. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. Keep your hands a little bit wider than your shoulders and keep your arms straight. And while you're lifted like this, keep your low back down, look forward, and then turn from the shoulders, touching your right hand to your right leg, and then the left hand to the left leg. And just stay lifted and take this back and forth, just moving your shoulders side to side. And you can take this at your own pace. Maybe go slow, maybe go fast, but stay lifted. It should start to burn pretty quick if it's not already. And that's the point. Keep in mind. Try to keep that lift. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep the low back down and just keep moving. Now you're still lifted. Just bring this back to center. Still reaching forward through your hands. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, take hold of your knees. Squeeze them into your chest and just pull everything down for a moment. And once you pull this down, you can draw the knees out wide, maybe rock a little bit side to side here. Now, if you're moving side to side, bring this back into center. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip. Keep your knees close and bring your arms out to your sides. Shoulders down, palms open toward the ceiling. We'll take this as a supine twist. So squeeze your legs toward each other. And then bring the knees down to the right side, low as you can go without releasing your leg to the floor. And then come back through center. Let your body twist. Bring your knees down to the left. And bring it back through center. Keep your shoulders down. And let the knees sink to the right side again. Just feel the twist. And then come back through center. And let your knees sink down to the left side again. One more time. Bring this through center. Now as your knees sink to the right, just hold here. Keep the right leg off the floor. Keep both shoulders down. If you want more intensity, you can extend that left leg further right. But just hold and breathe. And then go ahead, bring this through center. Let your knees sink down to the left side, but keep your left leg off the floor. Keep both shoulders down. And if you want to go further, you can extend that right leg further to the side. And then go ahead, bring this back into center. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your feet down to the floor. I'm going to set this up for a variation of bridge. So keep your feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring the heels in close enough that you can keep your low back basically flat to start. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, keep reaching. Now press the backs of the hands down, keep your shoulders grounded, keep your gaze up high, and we're going to take it up and down like this. So with an inhale, press into your heels, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll your spine down. Inhale, press your hips up high again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll down again. Inhale, lift up your hips. With the exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, press up high and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted like this, dig into your heels. And see about taking this further. As your heels press down, try to lift your toes up off the floor. Now keep the tension with your glutes squeezing. Try to pull the heels in toward your shoulders. And then keep the hips lifted like this. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring the arms down to your sides. You're still in bridge. Inhale, reach the arms out long past your head. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale, bring the arms down one more time. Hold here. Press your hips higher still. Keep squeezing your glutes. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, just roll back down. Once you come down, take hold of your knees, squeeze them into your chest again. And as you're squeezing, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then just cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat. And once you bring this up, we're going to set it up for a reverse tabletop. So feet in front of you about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips forward if you can. You can always rotate your fingers to the side if you need to. But pressing your hands and feet, lift your seat up off the floor. Let's take this up and down. So with an inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press the hips high. Exhale, come down. Now inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Keep your hips lifted, keep your glutes squeezing. Let your head fall back and just breathe. And then take an inhale here. With the exhale, bring it all back down. And once you come down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. And then when you're ready, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, find all fours. And once you're in all fours, take a moment, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. Just feel things out for a moment. And then go ahead, bring this back into center. Come into all fours, and let's take this into the hands and into the wrists. So go ahead and slide your hands in right in front of your knees. Now make your hands into fists, 4 fingers in your palms, thumbs that side, and then press the fist down into the floor right in front of your knees with the backs of the hands facing away from you. And go ahead and keep your seat low here. Take this back and forth. So bend into the right wrist, come to the back of the right hand. Keep the fist curled, but go ahead, bend the elbow as much as you need. And then come back up onto the knuckles. Do the same with the left hand. And then come back up. And just keep taking it back and forth like this. Now keep your fingers curled in. If you want more intensity here, you can try to keep your arms straight, and you can always back off and bend the elbows deep if you like. And just breathe with this as you take it back and forth. Now the next time you come to the back of the right hand, go ahead, keep the back of the hand down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. And then press your fists into your knees. The fingers are still curled in. As best you can, try to straighten your arms and just hold the stretch, hold the tension here. And just breathe with this. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release that. Come up onto your fingertips. And then we're going to take this into one of the entries for Peacock for the next rich stretch from here. So like you're coming into child's pose. Knees out wide, widen your hips, big toes point toward each other. Keep your seat low. And then walk the hands in. You're going to set the hands down on the line that you can draw between your knees. Palms down, fingertips to the side. If you can, try to rotate your fingers back toward your feet. And set the hands down flat on that line, about shoulder width distance apart. Now dig your fingertips down to the floor, grab your mat. And then keep your seat low. Now pull your chest forward between the upper arms, bend the elbows in, and you're trying to push the elbows into your ribs, keep in mind. And just keep that grip with your fingertips pressing down. This could be good enough. Now if you're able to take this further, start to lean forward just a little bit, and then press back up and keep weight on your hands. And just keep moving back and forth like this. Bend to the elbows and then straighten the arms back up. Now as you move back and forth, maybe go a little bit deeper each time. Not too fast here, not trying to kiss the floor. Now as you're moving, be sure you're holding on to that grip. Fingertips pressing down the whole time. That's where you really get the stretch, keep in mind. And then the next time you bring this forward, go ahead, stay forward. Now look forward rather than down. Keep your chest pulling forward between your arms. This could be good enough. If you want to take it further, maybe slide the knees out a little bit wider. Maybe press in your hands and see about lifting your knees up off the floor. And this moves you toward Peacock. And then go ahead and release that. If you lift the knees, set them down. Come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels. And then take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. All right, and then once the hands are ready, come into all fours. Resync the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. And we'll take this into spinal balance from here. So just keep your spine long and keep your gaze down. Reach the crown of the head forward. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. And then reach the right arm straight forward, your left leg straight back, and just hold. Now stretch long through the fingertips and toe tips. Lower the left hip to keep that left hip level with the right. And straighten your left leg as much as you can. Try to lock the knee, tense up the thigh. Feel the lift in the glutes on the left side. Now to take this further, we're going to pulse the left heel lifting from the glutes. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach this out long, stay reaching. And then bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand. Take hold of your left foot. And once you've got that grip, kick into your hand. Draw the shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher. Hold your balance here, keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, keep the left leg where it is, but release the right hand. We're going to transfer this to basically a variation of side plank. So bring the right hand down just inside the left. And then come up onto the fingertips of the left hand. Go slow as you start to open the left side. Now maybe hover the left hand in place. Good enough. Maybe just reach the left hand back. Be sure you can balance. And if you're ready, take it further. With your left hand, take hold of the left foot. And if you have that grip, kick into your hand, pull your shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher. Keep breathing. It's supposed to be tricky. When you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring everything down. Come back to all fours. Give yourself a moment, move around a little bit. And then we'll take all that to the other side. So again, wrists into shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just keep your gaze down, keep your spine long, keep your neck in line with your spine so you're not just dropping your head down. And then extend your left arm straight forward and your right leg straight back. Now lengthen this out, reach at the fingertips and toe tips. Lower the right hip to keep the hips level, to keep them squared. And feel the lift in the glutes on the right side. Try to keep that right leg straight. Now as you hold this, keep everything in place. We're going to pulse the right heel. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze in elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time. Now inhale, reach this out long. Hold here. And then bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand. See about finding that right foot. Once you have that grip, kick in your hand, draw the shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher. Keep your balance. And then take an inhale here. Now at the exhale, keep the right leg where it is, but release your left hand. Left hand comes down inside the right. Now come up onto the fingertips of the right hand. Just go slow, start to open to the right side. Maybe hover the right hand, that's good enough. Be sure you can balance. If you're going to take it further, take it slow. Maybe just reach your right arm back. Now, if you can find the right foot, go ahead, kick into your hand, and see about drawing that shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher. Keep your balance here as best you can. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release this. Bring it back to center, back to all fours. And then from all fours, just take a moment, move around, breathe. Now you can just stay here and breathe, take another stretch if you like, but when you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find downward facing dog. Now once you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Now press your palms down flat, spread your fingers out wide, grip the floor. And see you're flattening your hands. You should feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs, keep in mind. Let your chest sink down. Even as your chest sinks down, press your hips up high. And as you're reaching through the hips, let this straighten and lengthen out the upper body from the wrist creases all the way through to the hips. Hold tension in your core through the belly and around the low ribs like you're cinching a belt. And if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, let it go. You can always just keep a bend in the knees. And you can stay loose. You can pedal this out and let your hips move side to side if you like. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward and step this to the front of the mat. Now just take this to a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine around. Let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but then restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly and release it at the bottom. With an inhale, lift this up halfway, fingertips to the forward to the shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Step it back to high plank. Find your shape here, wristing the shoulders, palms pressed down. One line from the shoulders to the hips to the heels. When you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Keep the elbows pulled into your sides and take it slow all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll this down. Now inhale, peel up one more time, stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body, press into your feet. Take someone all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. Lift up a little bit higher. Now while you're lifted like this, reach the arms straight back, keep looking forward. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, roll this down with the arms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, lift up, reach back again, hold here. Now kick down, squeeze your glutes, keep the lift in the upper body. And then just moving from the arms, bend your elbows, bring your thumbs toward your shoulders. Stay lifted, looking forward, reach your arms forward all the way. Now pull the elbows back into your sides. Reach your arms back, keep that lift. Bend the elbows again, bring your hands forward. Reach the arms all the way. Pull back in, elbows to your sides. And then reach the arms back. Again, bend the elbows, bring your hands forward. Reach your arms forward as far as you can. Pull the elbows back in one more time, bring your shoulders up higher. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll this down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward, let your hips lift. And stay on the tops of your feet in this position. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up from the mat. Kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, pull the hips forward to deepen the arc. Lift with the arms, lift with the shoulders, keep your neck long and keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. Paddle out for a moment, let your hips move side to side. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. Let your hips open and let your body twist. Keep your shoulders square to the front. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Now exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward and twist, knee to left elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow again, hold here. And then extend the right leg to the left side and set that foot down. Fall in triangle, drop the left heel, reach your left arm high, keep your hips lifted, bring your gaze up high. Keep the right arm straight and strong. Now if you want to move, take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing me, pull that shoulder back, keep looking up. And then sink your hips down, 3, 2, 1, and press back up, 1, 2, and 3. Again, not too deep, bring it down, 3, 2, 1, press it up, 1, 2, and 3. One more time, 3, 2, 1, and back up, 1, 2, and 3. Now hold here, and if you can take it further, try to lift that right foot. Take an inhale. With the exhale, turn to center, left hand down, right foot between your hands, low lunge. Now put all the weight to the right foot. Pull the left knee to your chest, around your spine. And then take hold of the left knee. Let's round this all the way to vertical. Now once you're up, just give yourself a moment to breathe here. Dig into that right big toe. And then when you're stable, bring both hands to your low back, palms facing away, fingers spread wide. Keep the shoulders pulled back, keep the elbows out wide, and just breathe with this. Now we're going to go back and forth hinging. Keep your left knee bent, put just a little bend in the right knee, and then slowly hinge forward. Now bring your chest down toward facing the floor, bring both knees in line, bring your gaze forward, and then hinge back up to vertical, and bring your left knee up high. Again like that, hinge from the right hip, keep a little bend in the right knee. Chest facing down, keep your gaze forward, try to bring the knees in line. And then hinge back up the vertical with the left knee high again. One more time, hinge from the right hip. Bring your chest down, bring the left knee down, keep your gaze forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. And then bring it back up the vertical, left knee high. Now once you're up, set the left foot down, switch this out, bring the right knee up high, still balancing here. And then when you're stable on that left foot, bring the right knee down in line with the left. And reach back with your right hand. Now keep the left hand bound if you can. We'll take a dancer variation. So take hold of the inside edge of the right foot. And then kick into your hands so you can line up your knees. Now maybe just keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward. This is good enough. If you can go further, a little bend in the left knee. And then kick into that right hand, hinge from the left hip, lean forward against the tension of the kick. And just take this to where you can. You don't have to go deep. Now keep your gaze forward. Draw the right shoulder forward, pull your left shoulder back. And just take it to where you can still balance. And then slowly, from wherever you are, bring this all the way upright. Now right knee high, right hand to your right hip, hold here. and switch it out again. Bring the right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now once you're stable again in this foot, keep the left arm bound. Right hand to the outside of the left knee will take a standing twist. Now draw your left shoulder back, open your chest toward the left side, stay tall. This is plenty right here. Maybe even look back over your left shoulder. If you want to go deeper, right hand to the outside of the left foot. Maybe extend that left leg, just take this to where you can. Now still balancing here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly turn back to center. Left knee lifted, both hands behind your back again. And then pull down the right knee, hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight back, and let's step this into a long high lunge. So deep bend of the right knee, left leg towards straight, left heel lifted behind. Be sure your feet on two separate tracks. You can balance this with the hips squared to the front. Left hip pulls forward, right hip pulls back. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open, stay tall through your spine. We're going to take this into the back leg, so take an inhale. With the exhale, dip in that left knee, come down low. Now inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Stay low this time. Stay tall. I'm going to pulse into that back knee on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On one hold, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just set the left heel down. And just change this into a warrior one stance. So you still got the bend on the right knee and straight left leg, but both feet are flat this time. So left foot points aside about 45 degrees or so. Adjust this so you can pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and keep your hips squared. You can always take a shorter or wider stance. Let your hips sink down. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, turn to center, reach up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now reach the arms out wide, keep your chest open, maybe look back toward that right hand, keep your left hip pulling forward. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach high. And then with the exhale, hands to your low back, interlace the fingers, pull the palms together this time, pull your shoulders back. Now I want to take this forward, not humble warrior here, just a halfway fold. I want you to hold the arch in your spine and concentrate on bringing your belly down to touch the right thigh. So take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, belly to the right thigh, keep looking forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. Inhale, bring this up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the right thigh again. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale one more time, belly to the right thigh, keep your shoulders pulled back, look forward, keep breathing. Now to take this further, see about straightening that right leg a little bit, but make sure your belly's still touching your thigh. You still probably got a bend in the knee, and that's fine. If you're going to straighten the leg all the way, be sure you're contacting at the hip hinge. Now as you hold that, keep that contact, release your hands, left hand to the floor inside the right foot, reach your right arm straight up. Now as you're reaching, as you're twisting to the side, pull that right thigh in toward your belly, even if the knees bend. And even if you straighten the leg, if you want to take this deeper, pull your right shoulder back, open your chest even more, try to reach that right arm behind you toward the ceiling and keep breathing with this. Now from where we are here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down, bend deeper to the right knee, and lift your left heel behind you, come into low lunge. From low lunge, we're going to take this to side plank. Left hand is your base. Now roll to the outside edge of the left foot, slide your right foot back. You can keep the right foot on the floor, you could bring the left knee down, or you can stack your legs. Wherever you take this to, reach your right arm high. Keep your hips lifted, hold your shape. Now if you want to take it further, here's what I recommend. Go ahead and lift the right knee, bend into it. Maybe take hold of that knee with the right hand, and try to lift the knee higher, keep your hips pressing high, bring your gaze up high, and just breathe. From wherever you are here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, right hand forward, right foot forward, step the left foot forward next to the right, forward fold. Once you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it to crow, palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor, lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms, and then look forward, lean forward, go slow. You can always just stay right here and keep your toes down, lean to the edge of balancing. If you're going to take it further, keep leaning forward, keep looking forward, lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat, take that to where you can. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead, take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle things out. Let's take all that to the other side. So from downward facing dog, inhale your left leg up high. With your left leg lifted, open to your scorpion dog right away. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. Keep your shoulders square to the front, feel the twist. With the next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, twist knee to right elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, stay here. And then extend the left leg right, set that foot down. Fall in triangle, drop the right heel, reach your right arm high, keep your hips lifted, keep the left arm strong. You can stay here. If you want to move, half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face, when you keep that shoulder pulled back. And then move from the hip, start to sink down. 3, 2, 1, press back up. 1, 2, and 3. Bring it down. 3, 2, 1, back up. 1, 2, and 3. One more time. 3, 2, 1, press it up. 1, 2, and 3. Now hold here. Keep your hips lifted. Maybe lift that left foot as well. Take an inhale. With the exhale, turn to center. Right hand down. Left foot between your hands. Low lunge. And then press into your left foot. Pull the right knee to your chest around your spine. Now take hold of the right knee. Bring this all the way up to vertical. Once you're up, give yourself a moment. Find your balance here. Dig into that left big toe. Once you're stable, bring the hands to the low back. Now palms open, fingers spread wide, pull the shoulders back, keep your elbows wide, stay tall. And push just a little bit on the left knee. We'll take this back and forth hinging. So hinge from your left hip. Bring your chest forward, keep your gaze forward, and just bring the knees in line. And then just hinge back up the vertical with the right knee high. Again like that, hinge from the left hip. Chest faces down, but keep your gaze forward, bring the knees more or less together. And then hinge back up the vertical, pull the right knee up high. One more time like that, hinge from the left hip. Bring your chest down, keep your gaze forward, keep breathing as you move. And then take it back up the vertical with the right knee high, hold here. And then once you're ready, just set the right foot down, come to stand with your left knee high. Find your balance on this foot. Now once you're stable, release the left hand and bring the left knee down in line with the right. Reach back with your left hand, take this into dancer. So take hold of the inside edge of your left foot. Once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, line up the knees. Keep the right shoulder pulled back. If you're going to go further, kick into that left hand and lean against the tension of the kick. Put just a little bit on the right knee, hinge from the right hip, pull that left shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward. Just take this as deep as you're able right now and breathe. And then slowly, if you brought this down low, bring yourself back up, right? Right arm still bound, left hand to your hip, bring the left knee up high. And then go ahead and switch this out. Put the left foot down, come to standing with the right knee high again. Now take it to a standing twist when you're ready. With your left hand, take hold of the outside of the right knee. Pull the right shoulder back, open your chest up to the right side, stay here. And this is plenty. Keep the right shoulder pulling back. If you're going to go further, left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. See about extending that right leg. And just take this to where you can. Now still balancing, slowly turn this back to center. Right knee lifted. Bring both hands behind your back again, elbows wide, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then bend into the left knee, hinge from the left hip, extend the right leg straight back. And then slowly bring that right foot down behind you, come into that long high lunge stance. So deep bend left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip pulls forward, left hip pulls back, keep your hips squared, and keep your shoulders pulled back. Let's go into the back leg, so take an inhale. With the exhale, dip low into the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, lower, and stay low this time. Just hover the knees, stay tall, keep your shoulders pulled back. And then pulse into the back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then with your next inhale, drop the right heel. And just bring yourself into warrior one. So your left knee still bent, the right leg still towards straight. Both feet are flat with the right foot to the side about 45 degrees. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Be sure you can square this and adjust the stance to keep the hip square to the front. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward this time. Open to your left side. Inhale to center, reach us up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward again. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward. Hold here. Keep the arms reaching wide, keep your chest open, maybe look back toward that left hand, and keep the right hip pulling forward. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach up. And then with the exhale, hands to your low back again. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. Now again, we're just taking this down, touching the belly to the left thigh this time. So take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips, belly touches your left thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, belly to left thigh, keep your gaze forward as you move. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. Exhale, one more time, belly to left thigh, hold here. Now keep that contact, belly against your left thigh. Maybe start to straighten your left leg a little bit, maybe a lot, but don't lose the contact. And then from wherever you are, go ahead and release your grip. Right hand to the floor inside the left foot. Left arm reaches straight up. Now squeeze the left thigh toward your belly as you're twisting. Keep the left shoulder above the right. And if you want to take it deeper, you can straighten that left leg, keep the contact. Or reach that left arm behind you as you're reaching up, open your chest even further. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this, both hands down. Bend into your left knee, lift the right heel, come into low lunge. From your low lunge into side plank, right hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot and step your left foot back. Now you can stay on the left foot, you can come down to the right knee, maybe you stack your legs, but keep the right arm strong, keep your hips pressing high, maybe just reach that left arm high. If you want to go further, see about lifting your left leg, maybe take hold of that left knee, pull it up higher, bring your gaze up high, keep your hips lifted, whatever variation you take this into. And then take an inhale when you're ready. With the exhale, left hand forward, left foot forward. Right foot comes forward as well, forward fold. From your fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor, bring your heels up. Touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. If you're gonna balance it, lean so the feet come up together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat, take that to where you can. And then once you're ready, step it back, fly it back, take it through another Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, let's take this to half pigeon. With an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, just bring that right leg forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg, pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and just sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the bent leg side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now I'm going to cue this toward a twist, but if you want to, you can just stay upright, maybe take it toward the back bend. You can always melt down and relax. If you want that twist, left hand comes inside the right hand, and then pull the right hand back to the right knee, maybe to your hip, but draw the right shoulder back, look back over your right shoulder, and keep that left hip pulling forward. Now this is good enough right here. Now if you want to take it even further yet, keep the left hip pulling forward, both hips sinking down, but see about bending your left knee, maybe reach back with the right hand, and if you find that left foot, kick into your hand, but pull the heel toward your seat to help deepen the twist. And just breathe with us here. All right, now from wherever you are, if you came into the twist, square everything back to center. If your hands are forward, walk them in close. When you're ready, tuck the toes of your left foot. Release the right leg, just shake it for a moment. And let's take all that to the other side. So once the right foot's down, inhale your left leg high. With the exhale, bring that left leg forward. Left knee behind the left wrist, ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten your right foot, straighten the right leg. Pull your right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. And just sink your weight straight down. Now, you can just stay upright like this. Again, you can take the back bend, you can melt down and relax if you like. If you're gonna take the twist, bring the right hand inside the left, and then pull the left hand back. Left knee, maybe the hip. Draw your left shoulder back, look back over your left shoulder, this is plenty. If you're gonna take it deeper, hold the twist, but bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you can find that foot, kick into your hand as you pull the heel in closer. Now just breathe here. And then if you took the twist, square everything back to center. If the hands are forward, walk them in close. Go ahead, tuck the toes of the right foot. When you're ready, release the left leg, shake it out a bit. And then once both feet are down, bring yourself down to all fours. And this is where we're going to take it into Peacock. So go ahead and do this with me. This is the same setup as the wrist stretch that we had before. So from here, big toes point toward each other. Maybe they touch. But bring your knees out wide like you're about to come into child's pose, so wider than your hips. Now walk your hands in. And again, you can set the hands down on the line that you can draw between your knees. Fingertips out to the side, or maybe rotate it all the way back if you can. At least go 90 degrees here. It's going to be easier on the wrists. Now, where you set this up exactly is going to depend on you. You can have the hands wide and the elbows pulled in towards center. You might have to bring the hands together to get the elbows underneath you, but keep in mind, you have to press your elbows into your ribs one way or the other. So it depends on the length of your arms. So go ahead and set this up. Bring the hands down on that line. Fingertips to the side, maybe all the way back. And when you set your hands down, just keep your seat low to start. Pull your chest forward between the upper arms. Bend the elbows in and feel that weight on the hands already. Now from here, keep your chest pulling forward. Keep looking forward. Let your knees go wider to flatten your body out. And then start to lean. So keep gripping with your fingers. Bring your shoulders forward. Bring your chest forward. And that's what's going to lift your knees. You got to use that leverage to come up. Now you can stay here with the knees bent. That's the easiest, keep in mind. If you want to take it further, you can extend the legs out to the side. Maybe squeeze the legs toward each other. You're going to have to shift forward even more. It's hard to talk while you're doing that. And just work that as best you can. If you come toward full extension, you're definitely going to need to use your glutes. Now, as a second entry for this, and if you're interested, go ahead and do this with me. This is more direct, and this is from plank. So for this one, you're going to just come into your regular plank shape to start. Bring your body into line and bring your legs together. And then from the usual shape with the wrists under your shoulders, slide your hands a little close to your feet, maybe about 4 to 6 inches or so. Now, this is where you adjust the position of the hands. So rotate your hands, fingertips to the side, maybe all the way back. It's probably not going to be exactly the same as before. And then bring your chest forward between the upper arms. Bend the elbows in underneath you so you can set your weight on the shelf of your arms with the elbows pressing to your ribs. Now, if you just want to do this with straight legs, you just shift this forward, pull your chest forward. You're probably going to bend your knees. For that, just keep the feet close. Walk them forward, let the knees go wide. And then again, look forward, lean to lift your feet. You can take the straddle here, and you can also straighten and bring the legs together if you like. And just take that to where you can. And keep in mind, it's not an easy pose, but it's nowhere near as impossible as it looks. So it's always worth it taking a little bit further. If you want to play with that a little bit more, feel free. And if you're ready to move on, we're going to take this into Gomulkasana. Now for that, bring yourself into all fours. And then bring your right knee forward to the center of the mat under your chest. Right foot goes over to the left. And then bring the left knee in behind the right. So you're going to cross your legs, but get the feet out as wide as you can. Now as your legs are squeezing, sink down, come to a seat between your heels. And if your hips are tight and this is too much, you can sit with the left leg extended and the right leg crossed over your left knee. Now take a moment to get both sit bones down. And then we'll take half the bind to start. So right arm across your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach back and find the grip that suits you. You can hold the wrist, maybe reach along the forearm, or maybe even take it all the way to the elbow. But pull back on that right arm and feel the stretch on the right shoulder. This could be good enough. If you want the full bind, bring the right hand up between the shoulder blades, and then the left hand comes from above. See about finding that grip somewhere in between. Now, wherever you take this to, open up your chest, keep the shoulders pulled back. Now, you can round this forward if you like. I do recommend sitting upright, because most people just need that opening through the upper back, but take it to where you need to right now. And just breathe into this. Now when you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And then just cross the ankles, roll forward to all fours, and we'll set this up for the other side. So from all fours, just bring that left knee forward toward the center of the mat. Left foot goes right. Cross your legs and squeeze together here. Now bring your feet out wide, come down to sitting between the heels. And alternatively, again, you can just sit with the right leg extended forward and the left leg crossed tightly over the right knee. Now to go into the low part of the arm bind, left arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. Go ahead, reach back with the right hand, find the grip that works for you here. Draw back on that left arm and find the stretch on the front of the left shoulder. This could be enough. If you're going to take the full bind, left hand up between the shoulder blades, right arm comes from above, and see about finding that grip somewhere in between. And again, just take it to where you need to, shoulders back, chest open. I do recommend staying upright, but again, you can always fold this forward if you like. And then when you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release whatever arm bind you're in. Hands down behind you, lean back, untangle the legs. And then come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, just squeeze everything in tight. And let's take this into happy baby. So reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time and keep the tension working both directions, up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock this a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then just start to move again, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then stretch this out. Take an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And pull everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands at the heart center. And then take a deep inhale, hold on to the top. And just let everything go. And thank you for joining class. Namaste.